Hello people of Earth, I am Gamma Exia and welcome to the Game Store Tournament Episode 4. The first match will be Kenyu Jones versus Rebecca Harkness. Let's begin the duel. And we bring you match 9 when we got Kenyu Jones versus Rebecca Harkness. Now, just to tell you, the stakes are a bit more higher for both these duelists. So, for Kenyu, if he loses, his rank goes down, up. So instead of being the rank 7th, he'd be rank 8th. If Rebecca wins, she goes to 9th. 10th, sorry. Both these decks are built to very much so. So the pro duelists challenge each other in the tournaments themselves. So if Imoru had someone in the tournament in the first season with a pro rank, if they'd two dueled, it means Imoru might have gone down or an upper rank depending on if you win or lose. Same with these two. I never planned these two to duel each other. So it is going to be interesting to see who actually wins. And we got Giant Rare and Fish sending Bean Soldier to the grave. But looking for Kenyu's deck, his deck is built to actually summon monsters out. As his deck is mostly normal monsters besides his mushrooms. And we've got Rebecca's strongest monster out. And that's his Shadow Claw with 2,000 tap points. And we've got the Dark Factory of Mass Production bringing 2 cards back to the hand from the grave. And we've got another Giant Rat attacking, destroying the Bean Soldier. And 200 life points get taken away from Kenyu. Oh, and we see a face the first mushroom number 2 going face down. Mushroom number 2 goes to the grave. Giant Rat attacks. Shadow Claw attacks. And Cannon Soldier sacrifices Giant Rat to finish off the first round. And I see everyone in round 2 to see if who wins. Bring you match 2, Kenyu versus Rebecca. Rebecca only needs to win this to go to round 2 to fight Diesel Kane. If Kenyu wins this, we go to the tiebreaker. Let's begin the duel. And we got 2 special lamb tokens being summoned on left and right with a face down card and an unknown face down card. And we look like we've got a very good hand. We've got Bean Soldier joining the field doing no damage. But we do have 2 face down trap, Widespread Ruin and Torrent. Well, and we've got Mushroom Man number 2 being summoned. Never mind. And Rebecca has all her traps down. Well, has 5 of her traps down already, which is quite shocking. And Mushroom Man number 2 joins the field. And we've got the Vermin's special ability activates, allowing them to summon one of their own card after every card is restored. But Kenyu activates his special ability with his every time he puts a card on the field. Is he? He didn't. No, don't. Widespread ruin the card. Okay, sorry about that. And it looks like reinforcement empowers the vermin to destroy each other leaving the field spare. But with the Dark Factory mass production, 2 normal cards get brought back to the hand. And it looks like Bean Soldier has rejoined the field in defense. But sadly to say, it looks like Rebecca's hand has no monsters. And we got the Dark World Fawn and Bean Soldier doing a lot of damage. Surprising. So, going on what I said in the previous match. So, if Kenny lose, it goes 8, and who's 8 now will go to 7th. Same with Rebecca if she wins or lose her duel. And we got Jellybean Soldier. Jellybean Man, sorry. Now, Jellybean Man is the only strongest card in Kenyu's deck. Sorry, my brain just stopped for a second. And to be honest, that's the only strongest card in his deck. But sadly to say, because of that, Rebecca's struggling to keep the monsters, keep a field full with monsters. That means Rebecca draws 2 new cards. And we've got Castle Wall, increasing Cannon Soldier's defenses by 500. And we get the Ghoul, but that was a bit too harsh, but no, the field is empty again, but Rebecca has a bit more full hand, nearly a full hand. Wow, you only has 1 card, what's not really going to help him. And we've got Cannon Soldier rejoining. Now the life points are ridiculously shocking, but this does mean Rebecca has to now start fighting 10 times stronger. And we got Gift, Mr. Elf, Gift giving 600 life points and 1400 life points gets taken away. Now just remember, every time the Ghoul, Shadow Ghoul? Gets summoned with each monster in the field in the graveyard. That's how strong the get. So if Cannon Soldier keeps doing its job, we're gonna have a Ghoul what's gonna have a lot of tap points. Oh, and Wabaku stops it. Kenyu needs an and Kenyu actually has a special ability which, to be honest, is not going to help. Cannon Soldier destroys itself, and the winner is, goes on to face Diesel Kane, is Rebecca Hart. And sadly today, this means Kenyu drops down to pro rank 8, while Rebecca goes to 10th. See you match 10. Rebecca Hartness moves on to round 2 to face Diesel Kane. The next match is Josh Young versus Suzoji Shrill. Let's begin the duel. And we bring you the last match of round 1. Josh Young versus Suzoji Shrill. Now, Suzoji Shrill deck has been improved to be dealing with a bit more fusion cards, but only female fusion cards, because he loves the music. So Josh Young might have a struggle in this match. It's time to duel, and we got Potted redrawing 2 new cards, and we already got. It looks like we're already going to get a fusion this turn in the first turn, and like before, completely wrong. And we got Marju joining the field to bring in the ritual spell card into the hand. But gift of the Mystic Health gives 600 life points, and we already see one of the new cards in Suzoji's first deck. But he summons his first new finishes his old one. Music King, his boss monster, who we didn't get to see in the last match, and we get Fusion Recovery bringing back Polymerization and Lady of Faith back to his hand. And we've got Lady of Faith joining the field. So this is going to be interesting if... Ooh, clever card. But sadly to say, that he should have destroyed the monster, then used it. And Music King was 1,750, leaving Josh Young with only 4,800 life points. And sadly to say, Josh didn't get his Ritual Monster card in that pot of greed draw. Music King attacks, destroying the Trial of Nightmares. And sadly to say, Josh Young is not getting his Ritual Monsters, not even the cards that would help him get it out. Oh, but lucky enough, Josh just survives the Witch of the Black Forest attack. And we've finally got the Ritual Monster card. Hopefully the face down card in Satoshi Shrill is not a card that destroys. But sacrificing Necromunda, we get the Fiend Mirror joining the field to show his enemies what's up. And the Fiend Mirror sends Faith the Fairy. Oh, and we get one of the new cards that Satoshi Shrill added to his deck. Magic Cylinders. Now, Magic Cylinders at the moment is a very rare card. And sadly said, Ghoul with an appetite has lost his appetite and gone to the grave. Lucky enough, Widespread Ruin is face down. Will be face down. So Josh Young needs to go on the attack to actually to catch up the life point gap. But sadly enough, the Dark Factory of Mass Production brings back two normal monsters back to the hand. It is quite strange. He did have fusion materials, but and Senju gets the Fiend Mirror a little bit too late, but never say no to a bit of help. And Fiend Mirror and Rukizuma attacks, dropping Satoshi Shrill life points down to 4,050. And we see it. Oh my. But lucky enough, Widespread Ruin doesn't activate. What the hell? For some reason, he didn't activate Widespread Ruin. But lucky enough, Marduk, he's drawn his second Marduk, sending himself and Magical Ghost to the grave to summon Fiend Mirror number 2. But it is slightly in confusion why he didn't activate Widespread Ruin. And Josh Young has dropped Satoshi Shrill's life points down to 850. Oh, and Widespread Ruin activates, sending the monster to the grave. That means it looks like Josh Young has won let's just say he's won the first round, and we'll be going to the second round to see if he can actually win the next one. I'll see you then. And we bring you round 2. Hopefully Satoshi can get a win to do the tiebreaker. If not, Josh Young moves on to face Glover in round 2. Let's begin the duel. And it looks like Josh Young has probably got the best hand you could ever get, getting Fiend Mirror on the first turn. And we got Senju activating. Lucky enough, he didn't activate Fiend Mirror straight away. But sadly to say, that does mean he won't be able to use it. But sadly to say, that is not the case. As he sacrifices one Fiend Mirror, he brings out the Fiend Mirror. Confusing? Maybe. But the Fiend Mirror is all-seeing. and he attacks with the Black Forest. That allows him to bring the beautiful Beast Tamer to his hand. So Soji needs to come up with a game plan to face the Theme River. If not, this does mean Soji will lose. And we've got the Witty Phantom joining the Theme River. And the first damage is taken by Soji Shrill. So my game plan with Josh Young to actually sending him off Duel Academy as one of the instructors when I get to the GX ever. But it looks like this match is nearly all wrapped up with a perfect, without any last point damage from Josh. And we got Marjun. And we got destroying. It's sadly to say that would not stand up, as the last damage of the duel goes to Marjun. That means we have our round 2 finalists. Josh Young moves on to the next round to face Goro Inagashira. But because this video is short, we're going to go who's dueling in the second round. Let's begin with
Round 2, Match 1. Andrew Cooper versus Mr. Clown. Round 2, Match 2. Yugioh versus Jessica Snow. Round 2, Match 3. Duke Devlin versus Seto Kaiba. Round 2, Match 4. Fortuno versus Kai Fitzpatrick. Round 2, Match 5. Christine Young versus Mr. Kurita. Round 2, Match 6. Tia Gardner versus Tristan Taylor. Round 2, Match 7. Diesel Kane versus Rebecca Hawkins. Round 2, Match 8. Goro Inagashira versus Josh Young.
Let's start the round 2, match 1. Andrew Cooper versus Mr. Clown. Let's begin the duel. On round 2, match 1, Andrew Cooper versus Mr. Clown. Now, my predictions, Mr. Clown might have more of the advantage, as his cards can destroy other cards on the field, while Andrew Cooper can brick himself with his deck. And it looks like he's got a good hand for Andrew with Monster Reborn, Wabaku, Flying Kamikira, King of the Swamp, and Temple Skull. And we've got Petting the Dark Clown going to the Banish Zone and bringing out another Petting the Dark Clown. Now, I do like to ask, while this card was shown in Pyramid of Light, was this supposed to be a replacement of Soggy the Dark Clown? And I always question, why would Kaiba play clown cards in his deck, as he's a very much serious duelist? Might never know. And we've got a very standoffish duel at the moment. We've got Mystic Space Typhoon destroying a trap. But sadly to say, Kamikiri number 1 goes to the grave, while Class Clown goes to the bottom of the deck. Oh, and we've got Clown Zombie, but Wabaku defends. And the first damage of the duel goes to Mr. Clown. Ooh. And we get Monster Reborn, bringing back Kamakiri number 1. And King of the Swamp goes to the grave to bring Polymerization to the hand. And we got Polymerization fusing Temple of the Skull with King of the Swamp to make Skullbird. Skullbird is the second boss monster to Andrew. So this duel might actually have a winner if Mr. Clown can't summon, if he couldn't summon his boss monster. And we've got a face down card on Mr. Clown's side. Ooh, the trap's gonna help. And Kamikiri number 1 destroys Green Clown, while Skullbird does 2,200 attack points, leaving Mr. Clown with 3,250. And we got Potted Reed, and if you did know, it allows you to draw 2 new cards. Because I didn't know that. And we've drawn Red Skull Redbird in attack mood. And Kamikiri #1 attacks with Skullbird taking the win. And that means we go into match 2. Match 2 to see who goes on to the next round, or we go to the tiebreaker. See you then. Match 2. Andrew versus Mr. Clown. Now, Mr. Clown does need to win this to do the tiebreaker, but if not, Andrew Cooper moves on to the 3rd round. Let's begin the duel. Oh, and it looks like we've got a good hand with Mr. Andrew Cooper, and it looks like Mystical Clown took Mystic Clown takes the field, and we get our first Goldbird. And we got Mystic Typhoon destroying Riverforce. Wow. Good on you, Mr. Andrew Cooper. You've just saved your fusion monster. Sad to say, Mr. Clown does need to summon his boss monster now. And he's sadly bricked. Now I have to say, Mr. Clown's deck is... and Widespread Ruin takes out Skullbird. But yeah, out of the 2 decks, I didn't imagine that Mr. Clown deck would actually get to round 2. I thought Mokuba would actually get to this round, but sadly to say, I'd say Mr. Clown was one of the best duelists to destroy that sort of thing. And sadly to say, Andrew Cooper loses the field as his Goldberg returns to the enemy side. And sadly to say, with no hands in his deck and no fusion monsters in sight, the only way I could see Andrew actually winning this is getting his Crimson Sunbird out, or getting one of his Widespread Ruin out. Lucky enough with Kamikiri. Wow. Would have kept summoning Kamikiris, but that's just me. But lucky enough, the defense of Andrew is strong. But I do question, will Andrew's... and we've got Black Pendant joining forces with the Skullbird to give him attack points of 2,400. But like I said, I do like to know if Andrew actually battled Jessica a bit more strongly in the last series, if he won. And we got Mystic Typhoon taking out Java Greed. And we've got Clown Zombie attacking with a Skullbird doing a damage of 2,400, leaving Andrew with only 5,550 life points. That's a lot of 5s. And we got Castle Wall face down, but sadly to say, that is not going to help, leaving Andrew with only 1,800 life points remaining. And lucky enough, he summoned Karikiri in attack mode, but Jedison sends it right back to his hand. Sadly to say, the duel is over. And we've got Pet in the Dark Clown, but Skullbird will take the win for Mr. Clown. And I'll meet everyone in the tiebreaker match. I'll see you then. We go to the tiebreaker event against Andrew versus Mr. Clown. Let's begin the duel. Now, we've seen in both duels that if Andrew gets his Skullbird or Red Crimson Sunburn out, he has the duel in hand. But if Mr. Clown gets his monster out, that means he has the duel. And it looks like my theory is right. 2 King of the Swamps fusion together doesn't work. And we got Castle Wall giving King of the Swamp a 250 life points gain. And the first damage goes to... Oh my god, he's actually throwing both King of the Swamps. Wow, that's a first. So the first damage... And we got 2... What the hell's going on here? We've got 3 King of the Swamps, 2 Classic Clowns. And we just need a pear tree and a pear tree. And we've got Kamikiri number 1 joining the match. But may the force destroys it. But the spirit of Amamu sends it to the bottom of the grave, bottom of the deck. And I've just sang in front of millions of handful of people. Really? 3 clap? Did everyone just summon like 3 of each? And Andrew's life points have took a nose down for 5,300. And we've got the last King of the Swamp face down. And we've got Dream Cloud joining the field, but Catapult will send that back to the hand. The first class clown does damage. Taking Andrew's life points down to 3,950. But we get our first polymerization of Bricklebox. That's not the name, is it? No. And it looks like Mr. Clown might be going on to the semi-finals. And the winner is Mr. Clown. Sadly to say, that duel, Mr. Clown just dominated with his boss monster and clowns. Well, I'll meet everyone in hopefully in the next round. Mr. Clown moves on to round 3. In the next match, we have Yugioh versus Jessica Snow, but that will be in episode 5. Goodbye for now.